How to get people to shut up? Just start the mandala.
Sashi
Puki Jushin Metotam Rirabling Shin Yendeg Empadi Sangye Shindu Mingte Uwardi Jokun Namda Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami
Sangye
Chedang Soki Choknam La Changchu Pardu Dakni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Dubarsho
Sangye
Chedang Soki Choknam La Changchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chedang Soki Choknam La Changchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Druparsho. All right then.
Yeah, thank you. Now I'm awake. Before I was like,
So just to review, Nagarjuna's verse is controversial, and it says the meaning of dependence is emptiness. Okay, and it's the kind of hyperbole or overstatement that he would do to stir up some trouble, which is more fun for people, and they learn more.
yeah.
Okay, but then less intelligent people end up quoting it for centuries, taking it literally. Anyway, so if the meaning of dependence is emptiness, then this guy, he kind of wants to talk about the causation at the moment that you go into the direct perception of emptiness. So what's the causation going on there? You know, the moment before you just came out of Jorlam Chucho,
Right.
you just saw the pot on the stove. You know, there's other perceptions in between. You have to walk to the temple, blah, blah, blah. But there's that last moment in which the mind is still in the normal world, and then it blinks over to the mind is in emptiness. And there's this feeling where the other guy is he's trying to deal with Nagarjuna said about emptiness being the meaning of dependence. Okay, so let's take dependent origination in the sense of the last thought I had before seeing emptiness and the first thought I had seeing emptiness. You know, there's a dependence there, right? Mm-hmm. This is the cause for that. Well, if emptiness is the meaning of all this, then I guess what you're saying is my mind blinks out for 20 minutes. My mind just blinks out. Okay?
Did he say that?
Well, that's what the guy's going to say next. Okay?
Maybe
so there's a discussion. We're entering a discussion. I just want you to know it's not as irrelevant as it sounds. It ties into the verse. You know, so when you teach it at Dime Mountain in October, or whatever it is, they're each going to teach your own books. So get ready. Get nervous now. There's a question of what happens the moment after. What happens in the moment that you enter the direct perception of emptiness? Do you have a state of mind or do you not have a state of mind? Now, there's two schools of thought, right? Mm-hmm. First guy comes up and says you do have a state of mind, and it has a nangwa.
It has an appearance.
Yeah, implying a positive appearance, not a lack of something.
Right.
So you got to translate that sensitively. Mm-hmm. That nangwa, which is up here, nangwa danchepa, it has an aspect, a positive aspect, okay? Full of something and not lacking something. Full of something and not empty of something. You see, and oftentimes nang tong. We say nang tong.
Full of
It's a
emptiness?
big tantric
appearance.
expression.
Oh.
No, it's the balance of the world. In that case, nang means everything except emptiness.
Oh.
That exists.
Oh, appearance of
Yeah,
emptiness.
the appearance of things as opposed to emptiness. That's a different thing. So, but nang tong is a common opposition.
Uh-huh.
What appears to me, and then
The emptiness of
the emptiness. Okay, so oftentimes everything in the universe can be described as what appears to a normal state of mind and emptiness. So that's how you have to take it here. See, that's what I'm saying. It's very loaded here.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's very loaded here.
There's a lot going on.
And then your sensitivity has to extend to the following. You ready? Gyaltsab J's answer.
Wait, I missed something. I'm sorry.
Oh.
De la dear.
Yeah.
Where are you exactly?
I'm right here. This no,
That was the end of
Right
no,
here.
I see that, but I
no one.
somehow I'm missing. Oh, because you put those two paragraphs together.
Maybe I did. Wait,
Okay,
hold that
Shema.
thought. Wait, don't go there yet.
Yeah.
Now, this is the joke. Gyaltsab J says, if you think the mind that just went into the direct perception of emptiness still has a positive aspect to it, you don't have a clue, nangwa, of Madhyamika.
Right, so he's playing.
Nangwa. There's
Yeah.
two nangwas here.
Yeah.
See, here's one,
One of them is the appearance.
and here's the other one. He's like, the great thinking of the middle way has never made its appearance in your mind.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
Even a scent of
Yeah,
emptiness is
so
there.
good luck. You gotta catch both nangwas.
Yeah.
You have to make the first nangwa sound positive,
Uh-huh.
and you have to make the second nangwa sound like the first nangwa.
But it has a completely different meaning.
It does.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you accept this mission,
Yes.
okay,
In my mind.
okay, and then he concludes by saying, since you haven't got a clue about Madhyamika, you're not worth my time.
Like you might
To soon jimba you. He doesn't say to disprove what you said. He says to destroy you. Okay, you're not. I could destroy you. Just such a stupid idea, you know. But I'm not going to waste my time. Bepa mi jao. Bepa mi jedo. It's not worth my effort. Okay, bepa mi jedo. That's very Gyaltsab. I hope you don't talk like Gyaltsab later. Probably you will. Okay.
Not me.
Now, Gyaltsab, now we're ready to go on. Mepa chok chepa chate. You know, and Gyaltsab J is saying, and forget my English there, okay, because I was
Oh.
trying to figure out what the heck he's talking about, but I'm going to take this out. It's so wrong.
Oh.
Okay,
That's unfortunate.
and then he says, you know what's really sexy to me? Who?
To get
Gyaltsab J. You know what's of interest to me is, let's talk about those people who say that
There was no mind.
there is no state of mind when you go into the direct perception of emptiness. That's something, now that's worth destroying and taking my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was since the time of Kamala Shila, since the 8th century, it was bothering people. Gyaltsab J is writing in the 15th century, 700 years later, but it was still a problem.
This is the famous
Okay.
debate with Hua Xiang.
Yeah. Mepe chok chepa chate. Nelag ngontu gyurpa na chula chu shapa da mala mashaki tsudu yen mepe. Lo chu yingsu gyurpa wo. So probably you could divide this, you know. You could say it's Gyaltsab J saying, let's look at the viewpoint that says there is no mind at that point.
Mhm.
If you wanted to, you could translate that line as, I want to look at how there is no mind,
Yeah.
meaning the other guy.
Yeah.
I think I would, because he said yupacha. Up here he said yu me chepachawa.
Uh-huh.
That's definitely Gyaltsab J. So I would kind of separate this out and let Gyaltsab J say this.
Now I wanna
Let's look at
this.
those who say.
Yeah.
Then,
Ne look, Nandu Gyurpa.
neluk means the condition of things, how things are,
Uh-huh.
how they lay.
Uh-huh.
You see, the system how they lay. In English, we say, "What's the lay of the land?" It means what's going on. Okay. So neluk means condition. Okay. But in Majjhimika literature, it can be a synonym for emptiness.
Oh,
The way things are.
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Okay. You can translate it as the way things are, because luk means way and ne means to be.
Cool.
Okay. So the way things are. When you muntagyurpa it,
When you directly experience it, I guess.
yeah, when it becomes a direct perception,
Yeah.
mungyur.
Yeah.
Okay, when it becomes the object of a direct perception, which is only during for the first time, it's during the Arya's Tonglam, path of seeing, first part of path of seeing. And here's this very famous
Pouring water into water.
words, yeah, chula chushapa. It's like pouring water into water. Okay, chula chushapa. Or in your Tibet, what's of more interest is marla mar chupa.
Butter into butter?
Yeah, pouring, you
Never
know.
heard that one.
No, they carry butter. Butter is one of the two most important things in Tibet. The first is tea.
Right.
The second is butter. The third is salt. These are the three staples of Tibet, because they're one of the only things you can grow at 15,000 feet. So anyway, so to carry around butter, they would carry it around in a sheep's stomach. They would cut open a sheep. They would cure the meat, cure the flesh of the stomach, and use it as plastic bags.
Huh.
It was their plastic bags.
Ziploc.
They last longer, but they store butter in it. So you would jam butter in it, and then you'd get more butter and jam it in. And that's called marla marshapa.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
you're putting butter over butter. By the way, there's a tampe, or there's an idiom called marla marshapa, which means rich people getting richer.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he's jamming butter on top of this butter. You see, it means he's getting, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. I heard an interview on the NPR this morning. The guy was saying, the only reason to change the Affordable Health Care Act is to get more money into rich people's pockets.
Right.
You know, that's the only motivation going on.
Right.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's Marla Marshapa. Okay. Marla Sutu Yermepe, the mind and emptiness are Yermepa.
Not indivisible.
Yeah, they become indivisible.
Okay.
Okay.
So when he says Chula Chushakpa and then he says Marla Mar Shakpa, is he just saying?
Yeah, he's just piling on two
Okay.
similes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's like pouring water into water,
Or
or because after you put it into the sheep's stomach and carry it around for a while, you can't separate what was the earlier butter or the later butter. That's the point. Okay, it gets mixed together. It's like I made icing for V's cake that you guys destroyed the other day, Sun Yungwa.
Yeah.
That was half cream cheese and half Greek yogurt. But after you whip it up, who's going to separate them? It means that. That's what it means. Okay. They become.
Interest?
Huh?
Compounded interest?
Yeah, they can't be separated anymore. Okay. Now, therefore, the mind becomes emptiness.
That's what the year May is saying?
No, lo chi ying su kyur.
Oh, yeah.
Lo means mind. Chi ying is a synonym for emptiness.
Right.
This
The realm
ying
of
means the realm.
Reality.
Yeah, the realm of all things. I like to translate it as the realm of all things. Ying, say ying.
Ying.
Okay, it's a high tone and it's accented. Ying. And that's a DBY combination. Ying. Okay. By the way, in modern Tibetan, it means to have an interest in something.
Ying?
Kola ying yomare. He has no interest in this class. Ying meba. Ying meba. Okay. It's a weird word. It just means ether or something. Okay. I don't know. But you'll hear it in colloquial Tibetan. Ying yomare. He has no interest. He's not interested. That's how you say passion. Or curiosity. Ying yomare. He doesn't have it. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Is that the same word as in Yipying's name?
I don't know Yiping.
That's about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yik.
yik.
Yeet.
That's a G and not a nga.
Okay.
Yeah, that yik is a very rare word for riches of the earth. Vasu.
Vasu.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go.
Uh,
So the other guy says the mind melts into emptiness. Therefore, there is no mind.
So, and then
Okay.
Getsubje is saying, if you say, is that what the Shena is there?
Yeah.
If you were to say,
Yeah. Now I'll give you $50 if you can figure out this sentence. It's not beyond your capacity.
all right.
$50.
But I usually am a little slower than that. If you were to say,
Now this is Gyaltsab J's reply. I'll give you that much.
yeah. If you were to say that a mind dissolves into itself like pouring butter into butter or pouring water into
Come
water
on, that
when
part's
you see
easy.
emptiness directly, hey, you're not allowed to try to throw me off.
Oh wait, you're gonna see my English there.
Yeah,
Oh.
I noticed that.
I don't even see it.
Oh no, don't look at it.
Okay.
You don't get any money if you look at it.
Okay, let me start again.
No, wait, look up here.
Oh, fair. Oh, I don't have your
Okay, good.
version of it. Because that big cursor is there. Yeah, yeah.
There's the sentence we covered. Here's the sentence that you. I mean, you
Well,
get like
which is the
$5. You're
sentence
getting
you-
$5 a syllable.
Which is the sentence you want me to get? This one?
Just this little tiny sentence,
Vedana chu
and anyone can help you.
Lord your take sense.
Anyone can help you. Anyone in the room can help you.
If it's like that, the realm of real even.
What's that swing agreement?
I'll give you a clue on that. It's the same as Sung Den, linked, or equivalent.
Yeah, if you say that.
I'll give you that word.
If you say that, then it would be the same as saying that a reason.
A reason? Oh, it's
Cute sense.
I'll draw your attention to the instrumental after Sung.
Oh. Uh-huh.
I think my money is safe.
Probably.
Come on, anybody can help him.
Hey, so
Wait, no looking at my English. That's cheating.
What's that R after low?
That's Lord. Yeah, it's to the.
Daily grammar case.
Yeah.
It would turn into mind.
adverb.
I almost gave it to you now. By the way, I'm canceling the bet. I gave you so many clues.
Yeah. Reasons would become mind.
What would become the mind?
Gyutsen.
I'll kiss you, but you're too far away. Got it?
Yeah.
The guy said, there's no mind after you go into the direct position of emptiness because it's like water poured into water. So the mind becomes the emptiness. Gyaltsab J says, well, by the same reasoning, the emptiness would become the mind.
Mm-hmm. Because the mind can become empty.
And it'd be all mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to figure that out?
Mm-hmm.
A long time. No, I was like grumpy for half a day. What the hell is he talking about? By the way, I'm not suggesting this translation, but I'm going to even erase it. By the same logic, Gyutsen Sung, the reason is the same. By the same reasoning, okay, then the emptiness should turn into the mind.
So the Detar Na and the Gyutsen Sung are redundant.
If that's the way it is,
Yeah.
Detar Na, if
Yeah.
that's the way it is, then Chuying, which is emptiness,
Yeah.
the realm of is, I used it in Tantric text, I called it the realm of is,
Right.
which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That also, Gyang, as well,
Right.
that as well should turn into the mind.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is the same.
Yeah.
The logic is the same.
The logic is the same. Oh, I see. It is redundant in a way, but. Yeah.
What's that?
If that's the way it is.
Yeah, if that's the way it is, the reason is.
Yeah, if it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's keep going because I'm tempted to slow down because I don't understand everything exactly, but let's go. Okay. Jorlam Chochok,
Yeah, it's the part of the path of preparation where you.
Yeah.
where you-
Fourth part of the path of preparation.
Yeah.
You see the pot.
Yeah.
He's using it as the last state of the last moment before emptiness. The state of mind of the last moment before you see emptiness.
At that
Technically, it might be an hour before,
time, right.
but he's just using it as what flows into the emptiness, direct perception. Emptiness.
If at the time
So-
of Jolam Chicho,
Yeah, good.
yeah,
Lo yupade,
you're,
that
You-
presence of the
you
mind,
have, yeah, okay.
that presence of the mind,
There
or that
exists.
having of the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then de la chima, as you flop over in the next moment.
Uh-huh.
So de la chima means in the next moment.
Uh-huh.
It becomes the simple fact of things not starting. Makepatsam. Okay.
Oh,
It becomes the simple fact of things.
It becomes the fact that nothing starts.
where's
What
the it
becomes
becomes
that?
coming
Yeah,
from?
what's the
If.
it?
Dela. Yupa dela. You know. Chima. De la chima.
That's the next
If
one.
in the next moment it becomes the fact that nothing starts, which is the Nagarjunian way of saying emptiness.
Emptiness.
Okay.
What is it in that sense?
Yeah,
The
what's
the state of mind you had the moment before at the end of Jolam.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The seeing the pot, understanding the pot, seeing for the first time mental images coming out of your karmic seeds.
He's saying that becomes emptiness.
Yeah, in the next moment, that presence, yipa, becomes a makipa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone agrees you have a
Positive
state of
becomes
mind.
negative.
Everybody agrees you have a state of mind at the last moment of Jolam. And then some people will say, in the next moment, it becomes makipa.
Yeah.
What's a more correct way to say it? In the next moment, you
dissolve into emptiness?
you perceive makipa directly.
Oh, correct.
Be specific.
Rang shin ki makipa. Okay, ki makipa. You see that nothing grows on its own.
S?
You see that nothing grows on its own. But he's misunderstanding. Got it? He's mixing up rang shin ki makipa with makipa with the mind that sees makipa. He's mixing up these three things. Okay,
Uh-huh.
rang shin ki makipa,
Guilty.
not to start on your own,
Mhm.
is emptiness.
Right.
Okay, makipa means nothing starts.
Nothing starts.
And then, I don't know, emptiness. He's mixing them all up. Oh, sorry, the mind which sees that, you
Uh-huh.
see. It's true that in the next moment you see Makipa.
But he's saying the mind becomes Makepa.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he's saying nothing case.
Right.
Got
Including
it?
the-
That's his misunderstanding. We got kind of a new guy here.
oh, this is not
Okay,
Yosef
Lena.
J? This-
No, he's saying, Kelena, if you think if that's what you're saying, is that what you're saying?
uh-huh.
You know, you floating along in Jolam, you're seeing the part, you're understanding, you're seeing for the first time images coming out of the karmic seeds in your mind, floating out there onto the pot, and then suddenly, what you see is Rang Shinki Makyapa, that things don't grow on their own. Nothing starts on its own. He didn't say it here. Okay.
Right.
But the other guy took Rang Shinki Makyapa to be Makyapa.
Uh-huh.
Nothing starts. Oh, you go right from understanding mental seeds to nothing starts, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in a way, you see that nothing starts.
uh-huh.
No, you go into nothing starts.
Right.
And then nothing starts. And then there's no mind.
Okay, so where are you getting the become from? Because it's
Sorry?
Yeah,
Where are you
De
getting
la chima. in the next moment.
then in the next. So
Yeah.
if the become is just implied. I mean, it's just in the next moment.
Yeah, there is.
Is nothing-
Yeah,
there's no
no
starting.
verb here.
Right. There's no verb. That's why
Yeah,
I'm confused
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Or you could say the mind. The mind becomes non-growing. Got it?
Yeah.
He's confused the instrument of perception with what you perceive.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Geshe, what's the Tom? Is that?
Nothing
Just-
more.
Just that.
It's
The simple
all.
fact that nothing starts.
Yeah. You could almost say ni. Yeah, non-startingness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The simple fact that
Kepatsam.
if that's what you're saying, is that what you're saying, Kelena? Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Uh,
Deni. If it is, or
okay.
if that's what you say,
Right.
me bargak, but there's nothing to stop.
Sure, but from there.
No, be careful.
Oh,
I mean, this is hard. That's just a mega.
That's just the megak.
That's a megat. Be careful, you gotta say a.
It's, yeah,
That's
yeah.
just a plain old megat.
Yeah. And
The
that,
absence of a mind is just a plain old megat.
It's just
Okay.
a thing. It's just a thing to be denied.
Emptiness is also a megat. Emptiness is also an absence of something, but of something which could never exist.
Right. It's
Okay.
only a gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, megat.
Mega. So it's a,
What you're describing is just a megat.
it's just a
It's a
lack.
plain old megat.
It's just a, it's
I mean, stones have no mind.
right.
Stones don't have don't have kepa of mind.
Stones
You
are
know
Makipa.
what you're describing. If that's what you believe, that the fact that there's no mind, the next moment, is your version of emptiness. That's just a megat. Even if it were true, it's not the absence of a non-existent thing. It's the absence of an existing thing.
Right.
The mind you had the moment before.
It's just nothing at all.
That's just the megat. Megak tam. Mepagakpa. That's just the megat. Okay? Big deal. No big deal.
Yeah.
That's not that
That's not-
mirun. I mean,
Yeah. It's not a suitable
that
thing.
that couldn't qualify
Yeah.
as the
seeing
dun,
the object of the realm of is.
yeah,
Of the realm of ultimate reality.
of the object when you see emptiness.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when you see emptiness. Chuying tong means when you see emptiness. Dun, the object you're focusing on. Mirun, come on, that doesn't qualify.
This is like sheer emptiness, which is not emptiness.
That doesn't qualify. You know, the lack of a mind is not emptiness. That's just a mega. That's just a simple absence of something. A simple absence.
Okay.
Sometimes they say megaktam.
Uh-huh.
Megaktam. He stretched it out a little bit. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. The wording is very difficult.
Yeah.
And it took me a while. And I don't read the English because I struggled. When I can't understand something, I try to translate it. And then I throw out the translation later.
Yeah.
Just to clarify the thoughts, okay?
Yeah. Sure. That particular thing I'm familiar with.
So because it's a simple lack as opposed to an understanding, like based on that lack?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, it's just a lack of mind. It's not, so it's not suitable to be the object of the mind.
Yeah, that's not a breakthrough.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you could look at a table and see a lack of mind.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh.
Yes.
that's no big breakthrough.
Right. So there's
You know.
something more profound when we see our.
Yeah.
emptiness. I mean,
Yeah, and by the way, it's not any old megak. It's the absence of something that could never exist.
Uh-huh.
That's the emptiness.
Right.
The thing which
right,
is
right,
not
right,
there
right,
is
right,
something that could never exist.
Right.
A pen which comes from its own side. A husband who's angry not because you did anything last week.
Yeah.
But then he would still describe, I mean, we have to assume he'd still describe emptiness as a mega, but he's...
Yeah, that's correct. Emptiness is a megak,
Yeah.
but not that kind of megak.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a
got
megak
it.
of something that never
Yeah.
could have existed.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Okay. Now it gets worse.
I figured.
Just been waiting.
I mean, something hard.
Now he says, you know what? When you go into the direct perception of emptiness, you still have the state of mind you had when you were at the last moment of the path of preparation. Okay, that's his new thing. Chima makeshin. The next moment hasn't come up yet. The next state of mind hasn't started yet. And the one that was there before, ngama just means the one from before. It doesn't mean negative or female.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
So here, chima just means the next one.
Right.
Uh,
Means the previous one.
So if you say the next one hasn't come up yet, and there's just the one from before, dena. So chikpa, I'm reading it here as one of a pair, the one. If you say it's the one and not the other,
Which
okay,
one?
chikpa,
Chikpa. Okay.
okay,
The one.
the one in a pair, okay, the one. Because later he's going to talk about the other. In
Right.
English we say the one and the other. In Tibetan you say the one and the one.
Right.
The earlier one and the later one. It's the one. Okay. So apparently the guy switched his story, and he said, "Yeah, you just keep going with the mind you had before." Okay. Chima make the later mind, the later one hasn't come up yet.
Right.
Ngama chikpala de. So it's just the one from before.
Yeah.
Okay, duna, if you say that,
If you say that.
duna yang, even if you change your story, even if you say that, yang, that's not duna demba.
That's an alternate reality.
Mingyur.
It doesn't. Oh, that. Then that mind doesn't go into ultimate reality. Or something?
Saying that the previous mind is hanging around and that's not ultimate reality either.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not ultimate reality either.
Right.
You still, yeah, okay.
I mean, I think I get what he's trying to say.
Would it be exist as? That doesn't exist as ultimately.
Gyurte.
Well, you could say the fact that I'm going to try a different thing here. The fact that the latter one hasn't happened yet is emptiness.
The fact that the latter one
Hasn't started yet is emptiness.
Is what he says.
sarcastically saying that.
No, I think, what if he's saying that? I mean, let's take a shot at that. I'm just giving some proposal.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The latter state of mind, the direct perception of emptiness, the fact that it hasn't started yet is emptiness. Because you said the meaning of dependence is emptiness, starting from causes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the non-starting of the second state of mind is emptiness. Okay, he wants to say there's no mind there, right? That's his thing. He's got to keep saying there's no mind there. During the direct perception of emptiness, there's no mind yet.
Kachi.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
thing.
This is,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's like really attached to it.
Right.
So he keeps trying different angles to say there's no
I
mind.
mean,
And then,
Yeah.
but and this is Gyaltsabje being like,
No, now he's stating the Shenlu. He's stating the other guy's
he
position.
is.
The other guy's modified position.
right.
Each time he beats him, the guy's going to modify his
Right.
position. You know what? It's just the fact that the mind.
But
It's just the fact that the latter one hasn't started yet is emptiness. Okay, got it? Come on, that's not ultimate reality.
right.
That's not din din dimba. Why? Now, this is a tough sentence. If you understand the second part of the sentence, starting with Mupo, I think you can reconstruct the first part. What must he be saying if Gyaltsab J answers? Ready?
Well, one's a function.
That's hard.
And use-
Now listen, forget what you think. Okay? The one thing, Mupo Chikpa, meaning of a pair, right? The one thing has arisen, okay? I'm sorry. It has arisen
Causes
from the lack of sufficient,
causes and conditions.
I'm sorry. It has arisen from the condition of a lack of causes.
It has arisen from the condition of a lack of causes. It has.
You say? Is that the say? Is the
It has come from a kin,
Uh-huh.
a condition, not a cause.
Uh-huh.
We say causes and conditions, right?
It's come from a
What caused the coffee beans? What was the conditions and espresso machine? Okay, so if the insufficiency of causes, okay, can that cause something?
apparent.
I didn't get a coffee this morning because the espresso broke. The machine broke. Okay, the machine is a cause of the coffee.
The machine is the condition.
No, the breaking of the machine is a condition that I didn't
I
have a
see.
coffee.
Uh-huh.
A coffee didn't arise
and
because there was insufficient causes,
There's
and that was a condition.
Uh-huh.
Got it?
You taught this before, lack of causes being a factor or something.
Yeah, right. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all he's saying. There is a condition. What's the condition? There's a lack of causes.
That's what the say is.
End
You
of
say
the
is a
queue.
lack means lack of cause.
Oh yeah, the Gyus say means the causes wore out.
Say means wore out.
Yeah,
the end of
yeah,
the
like when you die, the causes for your life say.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Gyus say.
So what the
Okay.
causes? I mean,
So what's the condition here?
the lack.
The causes wore out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, for the one,
Which is
for the
other
one thing.
Uh-huh.
You guys struggle with that because I'm not totally clear myself, as you may notice.
Yeah. Well, the two. It seems like the.
But
pair
I
is-
think the the clarity of the second half of the sentence might help with the unclarity of the first half of the sentence.
Do you think
Okay.
it's correct if I say that the one thing is the previous moment, and the other thing is the next moment?
That-
Like the mind in one is the mind in the previous moment, the other thing is the mind in the next moment.
Well, okay, let's go to Chima Make.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the Make has a different flavor. Why? Because of the second part of the
Right.
sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
What happened in the second part of the sentence?
The cause wore out.
Yeah, and that condition caused something else to start.
Right.
That condition, yeah,
Yeah. The condition of their no longer
Caused something
being-
else to start.
a non-mind.
How do you
Like
get
a-
something from nothing?
He didn't say.
Well, he's kind of making.
Well, that's the point.
He's making
Uh,
fun of the guy a little bit, right?
For sure.
Well, it
Yeah.
could be the causes for Jorlam to go on ran out,
Yeah,
and then something else came from that.
he's making fun of
But
him
it
by
couldn't
saying,
have been coming from
Then the
lack
direct
of
perception of emptiness was born from the causes ran out for you to keep thinking about the pot on the
right?
stove.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, how's that?
That's what I'm thinking. He's saying.
Could be.
too. Like he's saying, oh, so I guess the causes were out for him to continue being in the path of preparation. So then, since there was no more causes, he was just
Well,
direct perception of emptiness, which is
I
like
think-
this nothing state.
No, it's the state after the.
a state of mind called Tonglam
Uh-huh.
has arisen from the condition
Of having no cause.
of the causes for Jorlam wearing out.
Right.
And that's true. I believe Gyaltsab J will say that's true. But that doesn't qualify as ultimate reality.
Okay.
Dendam Kitemba Mingyur. You see, that's in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. But that,
What is the one thing in the second?
We don't know.
Could it be?
We're not sure. Well, it's probably either the last moment of Jorlam or the first moment of Tonglam. Probably. The entity.
Could it be a statement to say that nothing can come? From
No, not that. No, not this wording.
Could it even be the next moment of like active awareness? Like somehow your mind parks between these two and it's in some ceased state. Where there's
No,
mind.
I think he's saying chikpa chikpa. I think he's saying the one or the other. I think chikpa here means the one or the other. And don't look at my translation because I was struggling. Okay.
I don't have it in my version.
Yeah, so anyway, you gotta cook that.
What would be
Yeah.
the one or the other in this example?
Chikpa means, I'm taking it as the one and the other.
The
And the
other
one.
Chikpa being the other.
Yeah, so you gotta deal with that.
This is gonna take a while, really. This is-
So Chima Make means the latter state of mind, which I take to be Tonglam, okay, hasn't come up yet. Yeah, the first moment of
Ah.
Tonglam.
The latter state of mind hasn't come up. Okay, Chima Makye hasn't happened
Okay.
yet, and
And
the previous state of mind.
it's just the one previous one. Dena, if you say that's what it is,
Yeah.
okay. If you say Tonglam is the non-growing of the latter mind after, and there's just the previous one,
Uh-huh.
because that's what he's saying. There's no state of mind during Tonglam.
Yeah.
Okay, so you must be saying the latter state of mind, Tonglam, doesn't grow, and there's just that one before it alone,
That
with
wears
no
out.
result,
Yeah.
with no result. Okay, and it has come from the condition
Of a lack
of
cause.
the causes for the first one wearing out.
Yeah.
But that's not Dindan Demba.
Uh-huh.
I don't see how that can be Dindan
It's just
Demba.
like nothingness or something.
Yeah. The fact that the second state of mind hasn't arisen is not the absence of a non-existing thing.
Uh-huh.
It's the same complaint from Gyaltsab J.
Yeah. As
Okay.
previously. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't qualify as ultimate reality. Okay?
Yep.
Even if I were to agree that there's no state of mind, that's still not ultimate reality, because it's not the absence of something that you thought was there, the discover card.
Yeah.
That's not real. Not a
Yeah.
real credit card. Okay.
Wow. this
You deal with it.
is cool. Yeah, I'm sure I will spend many, many hours.
Yeah.
dealing with it. But this is, I think, I have sufficient.
Now it gets worse.
I'm sure.
It gets
I
worse.
think they just keep digging.
No, it gets worse. I'm not even going to show you my. Okay. Well, then if the passing, if the shift from one state of mind to another caused by the lack of causes to sustain the first state of mind,
Can we skipped a part?
We skipped.
did we?
Yeah, go.
Did we?
Long
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yo,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. This I'm a little more comfortable with, but not totally comfortable. And don't look at the English, okay?
Too late.
Yumanyowa means its existence has not been experienced. Okay? Yumanyowa means its existence has not been experienced. But it's an idiom in Tibetan.
Oh.
Dromanyong means I've never been there.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to the Grand Canyon? Dromanyong. Dronyong. Have you ever experienced that? But it's an idiom in Tibetan for has it ever happened? Okay, so manyong means it's literally never experienced, but in colloquial Tibetan, Dromanyong means I've never been there. Okay, meaning the going has not been experienced. Dromanyong. Okay, so longarne yumanyongwa, I take it to be a state of mind that you've never experienced before. You know, what do you call it? Unprecedented state of mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Deta bichepa minjuko. This kind of examination you're doing, Gyaltsab J, about previous states of mind triggering later states of mind, a flow of mind, moment by moment, you know, triggering the next one, the lack of causes for the sustaining of the previous one, actually being a condition for the creation of the next one. That's fine for a normal life. I like it. But we're talking about a state of mind which is unprecedented. In countless lifetimes, you have never experienced. This is ngarne yumanyoa. It's never been. It doesn't follow the same rules. Okay, I think that's what he's saying.
Is this Kachi?
Yeah, it's the other guy. Minjugo shena. Chepa minjugo means you can't examine it the way you're used to.
Right.
We're talking about a state of mind which is unique. Yomanyong. It has never, you have never had it in countless lifetimes, billions upon billions of years. You've never had it. You can't apply normal logic to this state of mind. You can't think about the wearing out of the previous state of mind due to the condition of lack of sufficient causes, somehow triggering the next state. Come on, this is a different thing.
These are all totally still arguments.
Yeah. Now this is a different thing.
Sure. And
This is a unique.
He's saying all that in the day, basically. Like de tabui chepa is like that day is kind of like states of mind that discontinue because of a lack of
All these different reasons.
Yeah. Now,
sufficient causes. Yeah,
now I'll tell you what I think Gyaltsab J is saying, and you know, it's all. I figure my guess at this age with my training is probably as good as you're going to get. No, seriously, I was thinking about it. You know, I don't think anyone's going to come up with anything better. I mean, if you guys work really hard on it together, you might.
Okay.
But this is my take on it. So Miki Karwa, okay? Miki Karwa.
Miki karma.
This is a idiom. Karwa means to isolate or to set in a special place. Like Miki Karwa means if I say, Adam, you know, you sit right here. You know, I'm setting him apart. It means setting him apart. Okay. So Gyaltsab J says, well, what? And it kind of goes with his previous statement of what else did he say like that? Oh, in that case, the emptiness should become the mind.
Right.
Same logic.
Right.
Okay, he's on this Rikpa Gotsung roll. Rikpa Gotsung means equal logic.
Okay.
By equal logic, you know, the mind should turn into, I'm sorry, the emptiness should turn into mind, and there should be all mind here and no emptiness.
Right.
Okay, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
same logic.
Yeah.
Now he's saying, okay, then this applies to every thought a normal person has. because they haven't experienced the next one either.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay? It's also unique.
Uh-huh.
Okay? If you decide to go to the bathroom after this class, and you didn't have that thought during the class,
Right.
because you didn't have to go yet, well, that's also a unique state of mind.
Yeah.
Why are you setting apart Aryas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful.
Okay.
Wow, that's it.
Why are you setting apart Aryas? Everybody's next thing is something they've never experienced. Okay, Yemanyong.
That's great.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, Gyaltsab J is like, well then, so kewos. Normal people's next thought. I have to go to the bathroom. Well, that must be the direct perception of emptiness. Why? Oh, it's an experience they never had before. They haven't had that thought before. Why are you setting aside Aryas? Why are you focusing on the bridge between the last moment of Jorlam and the first moment of Tolong?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a unique experience. You can't describe it. Okay, then if you decide to go to the bathroom, you can't describe it. Well, why? Because it's the next unexperienced thing of everybody.
Lo Mepa is here. What is what you're saying? Lo Mepa is like the.
They must also go into a state of no mind the next moment.
Oh.
At every
Because
moment.
it's a new thing.
Because it's a new thing for them. It's unique. Okay.
Gotcha.
Then Parpa Bashik means only Aryas. Parpa Bashik means only Aryas.
I got that.
Miki Karawa. Gupa Me, there's no
Setting
reason.
There's no reason. To
There's
set
no
aside.
reason why you should treat Aryas differently. That's what I was looking for. There's no reason why you should treat Aryas differently. Yeah. Miki Karawa means to
Set aside.
special case.
Make a special.
It's called to
case
make
of-
a special case.
So
Yeah.
treat differently would be fine.
Or make a special case would be more accurate, I think.
Okay.
There's no reason to make a special case out of Aryas. Because it applies to normal people too.
Cool.
Okay, oh man.
Wow.
Convinced by that argument.
And that's kind of the same kind of logic he used with the mind turning into emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
And the mind, emptiness turning into the mind.
Yeah.
It's Rikpa Gotsung.
Yeah.
Rikpa Gotsung means,
Equivalent logic.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And they're
It's the same
Tanvirs,
thing.
Right? I mean, they're
it's the same thing.
prasangikas.
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you the wording.
Oh, it's
Of the
8:46. So
What happens next?
We have
Stanley.
another class, Stanley.
Or
Adam.
Yeah.
It's Adam.
Oh, it's that.
Okay, we could do.
Because we did Stanley yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in his place. Okay. Now let's go one more sentence. Soke la ni se no en lo yuna, pape nyam na yang ni nan dan tewe lo chichin mishat. Chew on this, okay? I'll give you all the words. It's not comfortable for me. Soke la, okay, ninang, say ninang. Ninang. Ninang means it appears to you one way, but it exists a different way.
Okay.
It's illusion. That's the real meaning of Buddhist illusion. It doesn't mean nothing exists and you think it exists. It doesn't mean that. Things are, this pen is yelling at you, I'm coming from my own side, I'm coming from my own side, I'm coming from my own side. But the reality is it's coming from you. There's a discrepancy. Ninang means the discrepancy. Duality. People translate it as duality.
In this
I think the discrepancy with a capital T might be interesting. I'm just saying it's an interesting translation, which would more give the correct feeling of it. The illusion means a discrepancy between the way something appears and the way it is.
Cool.
Ni nang means double appearance. Okay, you might
Right.
you might play with translating it as the discrepancy. Okay, now according to Buddhism, the only time you don't have the discrepancy is
In the direct perception of
during the direct perception of emptiness.
Okay,
Or when you're
The person in the audience who came later
the person in the audience who came later.
to the magic
Oh,
show.
right, to the magic show. Yeah.
They didn't get the magic powder thrown in their face,
yeah.
and they don't see a cow. Even the magician sees a cow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Arya after the direct perception of emptiness.
Right.
Who's the audience?
The audience is the people who are the
So Kewa.
so killers. Yeah.
They are non-Aryas,
So-
normal people. Normal. So is like onomatopoeic. They're
So-so.
normal people. Okay, so do they have ninang? Do they have a mind which is caught in the discrepancy?
Sokias, yeah.
So-
They do. Okay, yena. If they could have a ninang state of mind, discrepancy state of mind, then nyam nashai nayang, then even during the direct perception of emptiness, right? It's not just samapati in general. It's pakpe nyamsha, yeah. Then during the Arya's meditation, which always is a code word for the direct perception of emptiness,
Yeah.
because obviously they can meditate on Tonglen, and this is not, it's pakpe nyamsha, but it's not Tongyin Wensun de Topa.
Okay.
Na yang, nyinang dan doe lo.
Even they have this discrepancy.
then- Oh, I just understood it. Yay! Chichi and Mishak means, why can't you pause it?
Okay.
Shak here means pause it. Joke,
Okay.
present tense.
Shock.
Present, future tense. Why can't you posit a state of mind of an Arya during the direct perception of emptiness, which is free of that discrepancy? Chao. Free of that.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why Gyaltsab J said that. Now I just got it. It hinges on lo. Someone tell me why.
Oh, because he's saying there isn't a mind.
Good. Yeah. That's a big slap. Okay, like why can't you just say, instead of saying there's no state of mind during the Patha thing, why can't, if you're describing a non-Arya state of mind as one which still has the discrepancy, when you say still, I mean,
Yeah.
you're implying some other state of, it's a Mayenga.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
a state of mind which still has a discrepancy is implying that there's another state of mind that doesn't have the discrepancy. So what's the problem? Why do you have a problem with that?
Like, why can't we just?
Why can't he have a state of mind?
Yeah.
Right. Is the goal to not have a mind, or like to have one that's not going for a
Yeah,
change?
yeah, Yeah. If you accept that the state of mind of a non-Arya is fucked up, then you must be implying there's a state of mind which is not fucked up. Excuse me.
Right.
But,
Yeah, sure.
okay, saying that one guy has a fucked up state of mind is to imply
It
that
implies.
the other is possible. Then what's the problem?
Yeah.
Okay,
When do I get to do that, please? If not in the perception.
okay.
Cool. Should we
We'll stop there, I guess.
wrap up?
Yeah. I got excited because I just understood that one. That line I understood. Okay.
Sashi
Buddhi Jushing Meto Dram Rira Vingshin Yende Gyambadi Sangye Shindu Migde Uwagi Joku Namdak Shingla Chuparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niyatayami
Kewa
Di Kewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tsotso Shin Sunam Yeshe Lechung Wei Tampa Kuni Toparsho.
Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
Whoa.
that's really exciting.
But I still feel like we should chew on that those past few sentences.
Oh,
I think we're on a we have a start on it, but I don't think we nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta dig deeper into the.
Yeah, we got it. And I'd tell you a thing about translation. Look at it, don't understand it. Look at it on a different day, don't understand it.
I'm good at this.
Translate it
Yeah.
into something that doesn't make sense. Then come back to it like 4 or 5 days later, and suddenly you see it. Then wipe out the translation and write the right one. Okay, but that's the process. Look, misunderstand. Look, don't understand. Look, don't understand. Look, don't understand. Take a shot. It's wrong. Wait 2 days, then look at it again. And don't think, never think as a translator, you're gonna understand it the first time. Don't make this mistake.
Yeah.
It's not like translating on the stage, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't ever think, don't ever expect to understand it the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't force yourself to understand it the first time.
Yeah.
You give it some space. Say, I gotta take a space from this,
Yeah.
Then suddenly you come back to it, and I translated Vasubandhu's whole commentary, 130 pages. You just finished 3.
Right.
so far this year.
Uh-huh.
I translated the whole thing, his commentary, The Wheel of Life, because I couldn't understand it, so I translated it into wrong. I translated it wrong so I could understand it, you see? And then I understood it,
Went back.
and it took me like 4 months.
Yeah.
Then I went back and, oh, that's what he's saying, okay. So don't expect to understand it first, and just go ahead.
Yeah.
Oftentimes it helps to there's a military strategy where you just jump over the enemy. They have front line
Oh, right.
in the Battle of the Bulge, I don't know. They have a front line, you have a front line, and then you parachute 50 guys in the back and they kill everybody. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just go jump over, skip this part, go to the next part, translate for a few days, come back.
Uh-huh.
And then from the other side you can shoot everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Thanks, Krishna.
That was a World War II. And those guys were on the suicide thing, you know, they're like, they parachuted a couple thousand guys behind the Germans, you know, and then they attacked from the wrong way. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's the strategy.
So I gotta get into enemy territory.
Yeah, jump into the next part and then come back.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, there was Tenda Harampa, by the way, who wrote the commentary to
Mhm.
the mind streams. Yeah.
It's not a totally satisfying commentary.
Santana Ananta Siddhi, I think was it the name of the
Say again?
Santana.
Oh, Santanantara.
Yeah.
Santana.